Last month, around 1,000 people arrived in the UK from Ebola-affected countries. Now, for the first time, those passengers will be screened when they land here at Heathrow. Most of those travelling from West Africa are already screened before boarding their flights, and dozens have been stopped from travelling. But the government here says it's acting to identify those who may still be at risk.
This will allow potential Ebola virus carriers arriving in the UK to be identified, tracked, and given rapid access to expert health advice should they develop symptoms.
Here in Spain, the husband of a nurse who's being treated for Ebola says not enough safeguards were in place. Teresa Romero had been treating Ebola patients at a Madrid hospital. Her husband is being quarantined as a precaution and released a letter through a friend.
I invite
him to explain to me how these suits must be properly put on, because unfortunately my wife doesn't have a master's degree in that. Teresa's only had half an hour's training. What marks the difference between you and me, Mr. Health Chief, is that I still respect you, which is something you never showed to Teresa. You could salvage your pride and resign.
It's here in West Africa that the crisis has hit hardest, and healthcare systems are struggling to cope. Many health workers in Liberia ignored a call to strike and suited up. But these workers in Monrovia refused to work unless the government agreed to pay them more money, threatening to exacerbate an already critical situation. Medical teams on the ground are exhausted by an epidemic that doubles in size every 3 to 4 weeks. The World Health Organization says it is now the most severe health emergency in modern times. Laura Westbrook, BBC News.